It's been 8 days since I picked this load up behind me, and I finally get to drop it off today, guys. That's gonna give me 3,800 miles for that load alone. Also, I'll be picking up a load for the weekend. So I'm real curious to see how many miles I end up with by Tuesday when I turn in all of my bills. So here we are, guys, at the cons, finally. It's about 4:15 right now, and we're here at the lumber mill. The guy back there, I don't know if you could see him, he's unloading the load right now. As soon as we're done getting everything wrapped up here, guys, I got another load that we're picking up. It's gonna be for a total of, I believe it was 900 miles. So, since you guys didn't get to see the unsecurement part of the load, how about I show you guys the securement part? All right, guys, so I got the load of wood. It's all stacked up, bundles. They made it to where the width of it is as wide as my trailer is. So what we had to do is we had to put the straps in first so he could put it on top, and then we're gonna go ahead and secure it. Afterwards, we're gonna go ahead and throw the tarps up and roll it up. So what I did is I did the alternating pull with 2 straps on the front bundle. Same thing with the back bundle. And then every other bundle in between, I just did 1 strap right through the middle. The top bundle is 10 feet long, so what I did is I'm using 3 straps, alternating pull, and then 1 in the middle. So you got 1 on each end and then 1 in the middle. Brandy's doing for me, guys, is she's just running around. She's not tightening the things down with the winch and the load bar. She's just feeding the straps through, which she's becoming pretty quick at doing, and feeding the straps through the winches. I come behind her, tighten it down with the load bar. Makes it pretty easy to do. So we're almost done with the securement part. Then we're gonna go ahead and roll out the tarps. The guys here, they're gonna put the tarps on the forklift so that I don't have to crawl up on top of it and physically do it myself. So that'll be good. Also here they require me to use a harness. So anybody that's ever used a harness before knows that's no fun to do. But we're gonna get it done. So we got it all secured up. Now this guy's gonna come out with his forklift, and I'm gonna put one of these blue tarps up in the front, one in the rear, and that black tarp, that's my lightest tarp, weighs about 60 pounds. That one's gonna go in the middle. Then we're gonna roll it out, secure it, or bungee it, and get the hell out of here. Alright guys, 9 hours later, finally done. So this is the tarp job. Here, take a look at the front. Getting a little bit better at it. I did all the work, Brandy didn't do anything. Just joking. So yeah, I did some crisscrossing here. Used some 2-inch straps, pretty standard, because you see the height profile difference there. So yeah, I used 2-inch straps to hold that down. That way wind doesn't get up underneath my tarps. And yeah, crisscross the back here. Take a look at my back. It's getting better, guys. Huh? Huh? See? So yeah, we're all done here finally, and we're gonna hit the road, get the hell out of here. Check this out, guys. Look at this. So I'm driving, this is like a little US highway that I'm taking on the way to the shipper, but I wanted to stop and show you this beautiful sight here. And look at that. We got Brandy down here exploring. Careful, don't fall in that water. That water's moving. So I got about 70 more miles to go before I get to the cons, and then we're gonna load up. This load is a multi-stop load. It's a tarp load. Hopefully when they load me up, they load it up to where I can peel out the back tarp, get some of it unloaded, and then re-tarp it, because I am gonna have to re-tarp for each stop. And I do have 2 stops, and then the cons is the final stop. So that's a total of 3 stops I'm gonna have with this load. So all of it's going to Salt Lake City, Utah, thank God. And it's due there by Monday. My last unload at where I'm supposed to be at the cons is at 1300. So hopefully everybody plays nice and we can get this offloaded by 1300 Monday morning. We'll see. Sorry for the noise. It is a little loud out here, but yeah. So after about 2.5 hours, I finally got loaded up. It's all a bunch of lumber here. The guy, I had him put my tarps up, so now I got to go ahead and tarp this load. Like I said, it's a multi-stop load. So the guys here were nice enough to load it in a way where this stack here, and they put a cute little stack on the back here. So all this one, and these are all the first drop off, and that top stack up there. And then this is going to be my second, these here. So when I untarp, guys, I'm going to be able to untarp just the last tarp, the rear tarp, have them take that off. Hopefully that it works out that way. It should. Re-tarp up the load, go drop the second one, and untarp that. And on the second stop, I'll probably have to untarp all 3 of them, only because I have to have them readjust the load so my weight isn't off balance. I'm hoping I don't have to do that even after my first stop. We'll see. These multi-stops can be a pain in the ass, but you know, I get paid to do it. It's what it is. It's flatbedding. So I'm gonna go ahead and tarp this up, and I'll get back with you guys. So I got 170 miles left till I get to the final in Salt Lake City. Luckily for me, all 3 of my drops are in Salt Lake City. They're like literally just a couple miles away from each other. So I don't think a temporary tarp is going to be the solution. What I'm going to do is try to take off my middle black tarp and slide the blue tarp over, because I am definitely going to have to take off the third tarp and utilize 2 once I drop off my first load at my first stop, and then it's going to be tarp after tarp needing to be taken off after each stop. But it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Like I said, I got 170 so miles to go that I'm going to run tomorrow. So I'll be local in Salt Lake City real early tomorrow, Sunday, and then I'll be able to get some personal stuff done, which is pretty cool. And hopefully get this load banged out on Monday and turn my paperwork in for my paycheck. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. One of the crappy things about going to the cons for overnight parking, staying the night there, is a lot of times you'll find you'll have your sleep interrupted by a knock on the door. Fortunately for me, they have a COVID kind of restriction here where you got to call them, and they'll tell you where to go once you call them. My appointment's for 0800 this morning, so I haven't called them yet, and I didn't get disturbed. But you know, you also don't have that drive time to wake up and enjoy your coffee before you got to get right to untarping. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna be drinking my coffee here real quick, guys, and then I'm gonna give them a call. We're gonna work with this load, get this off, and then head on over to our second stop. 4 hours later, I'm finally getting out of here. Chico, if you're watching this, man, I owe you a drink. I used your idea, sliding the tarps around. I had pulled off the middle one, the black tarp. Me and Brandy rolled it up, used the and then I just slid the blue tarp over the first tarp that's closest to my truck. Just kind of overlap that temporarily so I could fold the black one. They can get their stuff off, and then re-secured, pulled the black one back over, and secured it all up. So with that being said, I am ready to hit the road, guys, and go to the second stop. All right, guys. So here we are at the second stop, and it was real easy. Just took off that back tarp, folded it up, and unsecured. I had a total of 4 straps, 2 for that one, 2 for that one. Just got done unsecuring it and rolling up the tarp. This one here, the final stop is like only 7 miles away, so all I'm gonna do is just pull that back. The back is gonna be exposed, and I'm just gonna bungee those straight down, and then bounce. All right, guys, so as you can see, I got unloaded. The multi-stop wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be because it was all like within 1.5 miles, 5 miles from each other, so that wasn't a big deal. My next load is gonna be going from here. I'll be picking up in Tuel and taking it all the way to Washington, a little small city that's basically part of Seattle. Be my first time over there. I'm looking forward to it, so stay tuned for that video. If you like the content, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.